Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol DPW. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. While this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I did this analysis on Friday, and I don't want to state the obvious about today's movement, but I will anyways. An absolutely monster move, not only from a price action perspective, but when you look down here at the volume, biggest volume by far this chart has had, and even Friday's volume was pretty solid. But you know, today's volume makes Friday's volume look like basically nothing. So a lot of eyeballs on this one today. So definitely some updates here need to be made. Like I said, did this on Friday, so that's where the green line here is coming from. But the line, sure, it pertains to the chart. It's just no longer relevant for the time being. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this for a near-term level of support. And that level is right here at, what is that? About $2.03. Let's just call it $2 to make it easy to remember. Right there at the round number of $2. And everything was actually looking pretty solid. Yeah, the price after the initial, portion just essentially went sideways for quite a bit of the day. But I mean, after a big price movement like that, sideways price action by no means is bad. I mean, you got to stop and think about it. Huge move, and then the price just, needs to consolidate, needs to kind of absorb that price movement. However, again, each one of these represents 30 minutes in terms of the candlesticks, and I bring that up because right there you can see the final 30 minutes of the day. Not a total collapse, but yeah, the sellers definitely showed back up. You had the big red candle there. Then you can see this volume bar down here. Definitely, grew and was bigger than the previous volume bars. Does that mean that everything's ruined? I'm not saying that, but there's no doubt about it. The sellers certainly showed up during that last 30 minutes on the day. So now it just becomes kind of a question of, is this a start of something bigger? Are the sellers going to resume this? Or is this just kind of a temporary little knee-jerk reaction where the price can recover? So how do you kind of measure the health of the current price movement? Well, again, that's where $2 comes into play as a level of support. So in my mind, at least, the key level to keep an eye on tomorrow is, can the price stay up above $2 like it did right here? And so far, so good. You can see the price got right around that $2 mark. And, the bulls ultimately did hold right there. And if the price can hold above there, then okay, this 30 minutes was just kind of a little, pretty much a false move. But if the price can, go sideways and then start to head back up, well then, from a big picture perspective, everything is still perfectly fine. Now, if the price does not hold above $2 and the price breaks down through it, the next key level of support to keep an eye on at that point in time is going to be that purple line right there, which is the 50-period simple moving average. Keyword being moving. So as time goes by, that purple line is going to move its way upwards and get more and more relevant. And that's more so the overall trend indicator. So from the big picture perspective, as long as the price is above that purple line, the overall trend is still in the bull's favor. So a lot of eyeballs on this one today, but $2, that preferable area. If that doesn't hold, then again, keep an eye on that 50-period simple moving average, and we'll see where the price ultimately starts to stabilize out. And then ideally, make another attempt at the highs, but breaking levels of resistance right now, not a big priority. Top priority is definitely just stabilizing and getting some sort of higher base built. So we'll see what happens. The week is young, still 4 days left. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.